I can tell you right now, as far as the coaching searches go, we talked about it last week on the show that the Eagles were hoping to land Arthur Smith, but we knew that the Falcons were going to be standing in their way. Falcons got their guy there, so no surprise on that. When Eagles have pivoted a bit in their search, they had an extensive interview with Josh McDaniels. Nick Sirianni, I think, is I don't want to say the front runner, but certainly one of the favored candidates there. So keep your eye on that as well. The Houston Texans situation has been all over the map. I would suggest that the players are still pushing the Eric Bieniemy side of the house. I would suggest that ownership had a good meeting with Leslie Frazier, so don't count him out either. But I think that there's a lot going on. That situation's in a lot of flux right now. But basically, the things that we reported on previously are pretty much where it stands. Just add Leslie Frazier to that mix in terms of being a serious, viable candidate.
Interesting. Leslie Frazier is a guy that I have a lot of respect for. Obviously, he had his stint with the Minnesota Vikings, and that did not go, I think, the way he wanted, but I think he's done a good job to earn a second chance. Lord knows we've seen a lot of people get second chances who may not deserve them. So I think Leslie is certainly a guy, and the Bieniemy situation is just is just so fascinating. And you can tell, guys, who hasn't been watching our show since October, when we told you, and then by we, I mean Ben, when you told everybody to expect this type of process with Bieniemy, that he's not as highly regarded around the league as he is amongst fans, and it has nothing to do with the color of his skin.
Well, yeah, the whole racial component. I mean, people have agendas and they try to stump that stuff. That's not what's going on here. There's a combination of things. Eric Bieniemy's passed. Eric Bieniemy is not the play caller in Kansas City, and then the fact that his tenure as an OC at the University of Colorado really was kind of good at all. And so he doesn't interview particularly well, and there's a lot of different things going on here. Everybody thinks it's some kind of excuse based on skin color, and I'm like, look, man, this is ridiculous. You really think that Arthur Blank, who just hired Terry Fontenot, by the way, is some kind of racist? I've seen it all when that comes across. So it's just weird that people keep claiming that these organizations that hired African American general managers somehow have some kind of racial bias against African Americans. That's not it. And I really wish people quit saying that. It's just a combination of different things and people who don't know what they're talking about should probably take a step back from speculating.